Over Christmas, about 6 months ago, my family and I had a week down on the coast. And while we were there, we just recognized that something needed to change. And on the way home, I said to Kylie, if I found out I was going to die this year, the first thing I would do is I would sell the house and move to the beach. The ocean for me is life-giving. I love it. And Kylie looked at me, and after a moment or two, she said, "What are we doing? If we're that miserable living in Brisbane, why have we not done this already? If you feel that strongly about it, what are we waiting for?" Well, we didn't feel right about moving to Kira and to that particular coast, but after we talked about it a little longer, we decided that we were going to go and visit the Sunshine Coast and see some friends. And that was a Sunday. Sunday afternoon, as we drove home, we made the decision. We're moving to the Sunshine Coast. Literally that day, we made the call, and within 2 weeks, the family were up here. And I was getting the house ready, and I've moved up in the last month or so. In Brisbane, property when we bought was much cheaper than most other places. Brisbane, certain places in Brisbane in particular, are not that expensive to buy. Still, even with the boom, we owned a 6-bedroom, 4-bathroom home because we've got 6 kids and we needed a whole lot of space. We were on 4,500 square meters. We were quite a long way out of the city, but we were on 1.25 acres with 6 bedrooms and 4 bathrooms. To move to the coast, we sold our house, and for a little bit more money, not much, but a little bit more money, we now live in a 3-bedroom, 2-bathroom house. That's not enough for our family. But the difference that it has made is nothing less than breathtakingly life-changing. And now, I'm not telling you that you need to have a sea change, but we downsized. We changed our debt position, and now we live 1.2 kilometers away from the beach. And we're on the beach on a daily basis. And even if we're not touching the sand, we're driving past it. We're doing that. I'm not, again, recommending that you sell the house and move to the coast. What I'm saying is, when you look at your life and you tap into what you need to function well as a human, sometimes you just make the call to make changes, even if they're hard. It might be that you decide that one income will be enough for the time being rather than two. It might be that you work out how you can bring your parents or your in-laws into your home. For us, we've converted the rumpus room into a bedroom. There are now 4 beds in the rumpus room, as well as a lounge and a coffee table, and our kids have got a wardrobe in there as well, and 4 of our kids now sleep in that room. And guess what? They're learning to get along. It's changed our family. And that's sort of probably a really big tangent, and it's quite a personal story. I hope you don't mind me sharing it. But what the move has ultimately done is helped Kylie and I to be far more emotionally stable. We're less stressed. We're living lives that we are in love with right now. Things feel better because we took that long, hard look at our lives and we made a really hard decision that created a lot of discomfort and inconvenience. And for 4 or 5 months, we were living in 2 houses, and it was just awful, and it was expensive, and it set us back, I don't know how much. But it made such a difference. It's making such a difference.